Yes. Yes, I am. WGA, of course, the writers, for folks who don't know this, Writers Guild of America. SAG is part of SAG-AFTRA, that's the actors union. IATSE is the crew union. Teamsters, same thing, and DGA is the Directors Guild of America. And I want to join one day WGA, and I actually want to join the Producers Guild. And so those two things I'm working towards. And so I bought the shirt in solidarity, and the money goes to their fund. So those of you who don't see this, you're just listening to us. I'm wearing the shirt. I posted pictures of it. But I support all the strikes. I know what they're asking for, and so I agree. And it's not just for them; it's for all of us in this business who write and produce and act and direct. That's my public service announcement for today. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. But no, it's they're not asking, to me, in my opinion, not asking for much. In my opinion, not asking for much. A little more piece of the pie. Right now, we're going on, as of this taping, beginning the 5th week of the WGA being on strike, and the actors and directors might be joining them this month. So half of Hollywood is already shut down. If the actors go on strike, it's a wrap. So.
Nice pun.
Yes, it is.
You know, without the writers, really, what is Hollywood without?
Say it louder, girl. Say it louder.
The craft masters, truly, of the whole show. So,
and that's the whole thing, is that it starts with the writers. It's if it's not on the page, it's on the stage. That's the saying. And but you didn't have no actors. Did you have nobody to act the scenes out for you that you've written? So like it's like, you have no directors, and nobody direct. It's like, so like it's all connected. It's all, when they went on strike first, they got a settlement very quickly because you have no crew. I always say the crew and the writers are the most important in Hollywood because you have no sets, you have no place to act, and no place to direct, and no place to produce. So they got their stuff together. So now it's these two and that. They gotta get it together. So, but I in solidarity, because I'm not a member. In solidarity, I'm not writing any scripts or doing any productions new until it's done, which has caused some problems for some people in my life. They're upset, but some people don't believe in unions and things, but I do believe in them. And yes, I know the different pros and cons. That's all their story. But for these folks, they have to be unionized because they need to put things in place that are seriously looked after.
Well, right, because the money controls everything at the end of the day. So if you don't have support, someone fighting for you to get what you need, whatever that is, doesn't matter, right? Whatever you need, then there is no balance. And without balance, you can't have a good show. You can't have, a good life without balance. We're all talk about balance, but we always forget in other people's plights that we need to support getting to a balance, right? So I'm in support of unions. I'm in support of striking. I'm in support of all of that because at the end of the day, something has broken down. Negotiations had failed. Or hadn't even been able to get started because somebody believes that they're in absolute control of something. So let's come to the table. Let's make some agreements that is balanced for both parties, all parties, so everybody moves on. Like, would you go into a partnership on bad terms to begin with? Like, who would do that?
And also, no, I'm pointing to her. If you'll see me, if you're not watching, I'm pointing because she's saying correct. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's, you read the mug.
Oh yes,
remember that mug? And I'm drinking out of mine. Don't give a fuck.
That's right. Keep calm, tee off, baby.
I love it. It matches your top. I love it. No, but my thing is, I try to relate to people who don't have unions, not a business, and you kind of hit it. You kind of hit that. And I want to kind of talk about that for a second because I think people don't understand. It's like getting a job, which there are jobs out there, and you have no 401k, no health benefits, they can fire you at will for any reason they feel. There's nothing to protect you. And there are things that happen. We all know this. There are bad bosses, there are bad deals, there are bad things that happen, or you can hurt yourself on the job, or there's all kinds of stuff that can happen, and you have no protection. That's what we're saying. That's why we have unions for a lot of places. Just to it just keeps you, yeah, you got to pay union dues and stuff, but you have to. But if you also have a job that has 401k and you pay into that, too, like it's all for your protection, for you to, like you said, for a balance and to live. So if something happens to you, sorry, a little nap. Like,
For
they couldn't
those
get me to
that are
hear
not
me.
watching, James is on the other side of the camera swatting at something that's probably a gnat
Yeah, it is.
or a mosquito because
Yeah.
God, how are the mosquitoes back so soon?
They like surprise. Well, they're back, all
We
right.
were
They
left
love
in
it.
the
They
first
love me.
place.
But no, but that's so when you said that, that's so I like that. It's like that's a way to relate to people who are not used to like what unions are, what they do. It's like it's for your protection. It's to look out for you, and you pay into it. Of course, yes, of course. And sometimes they're expensive, whatever. But in the long run, when businesses evolve, which you and I know about that, in every industry they evolve, and when you get bigger and bigger and bigger, the unions help keep the balance of, is everybody getting what they're supposed to be getting? So I like that you said, that. I'm totally with
Yes.
you. That's
So
what we
how
had.
are you, James?
How am I? I'm fired up. No, I am. No, actually, I'm. I had another bad weekend. I just as we're filming this, it's May 30th. This will be airing in June. I'm waiting for the month to be over. We have one more day, and I'm going to just try again, Melissa, in June. I'm going to try again. I did not.
What is going on with you where you're having such a tough May?
Don't
What is it?
know. I'm trying. I was trying to figure that. It's like, in all seriousness, I was trying. It
Mhm.
was so bad. I ended up watching a romantic comedy, and I don't ever watch those things. I actually kind of liked it. Called Love in a Villa on Netflix. Anyway, I because it was my granddaughter's graduation. I ended up getting sick, so I couldn't go.
Oh
Number one,
no.
I had a fever and everything. It was crazy. But then the day of the funeral, that's my other life. The day of the graduation, they were supposed to FaceTime me so I could see her at least. Because I sent her videos, and we were talking. My granddaughter were talking. But I said, "Well, you'll be busy graduating. It's your day. I'm not going to bother you for that stuff. But you have like two brothers, a mother, like a host of family that are going to be
Mhm.
there. Who all know Papa Jamie's not there." And so earlier in the day, I get text. We got good seats. We're here, blah blah. Okay, I'm sitting up. I'm like, okay, we prop myself up, put a turban on, or whatever. I was like, okay, I'm ready.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. You waited and waited and nothing. So what's the story behind nothing?
I have not talked to her or them because I'm too upset. So I said I need to calm down first before I converse with my children and grandchildren. Because I don't understand what happened. Um, all I got was a text like at 11 o'clock that night saying, did Zayden FaceTime you?" Like, I didn't even answer because he didn't. And you didn't either. Like nobody talked about. And then I said, and then she sends me this half-assed picture of my granddaughter with somebody. I'm like, I can't. It wasn't even a good picture. So I have chosen not to say anything at the moment. I will say something. I am the type of person I'll bring it up. But I thought, James, you need to calm down first because right now you'll just be screaming. And that doesn't do anything. That doesn't help any. Um, and so I said, I will probably this week. I'll talk to them at some point. And my granddaughter and I, she was like, "I love you." I said, "I love you too. I have presents for you." She and I are fine. It was not her. It's not her deal. Not her at all. She was busy,
Yeah.
busy. But the
She
rest of
was
it, yeah. So I was depressed, and then
oh.
I mean, I was saying I was depressed this weekend, but then on Sunday I had two um, Zoom events that I ran. They were fine, but I was still kind of depressed. And then my sister took me out for my birthday. So there was a delayed birthday dinner. We went to the Yard House, which we like,
Mhm.
and went to the one in Burbank had no reservations. They were just booked. The one in Brentwood, which we used to go to, that one was booked. So we went to one in Cerritos. Ooh, Cerritos. I
You
haven't
know what? Every time someone says Cerritos, I always think about the Cerritos Auto
Auto
Square.
Mall, the Auto Square, autosquare.com, the commercials you hear on the radio.
Yeah.
Cerritos Autosquare.com. Yeah.
Very catchy. So how was the Yard House in Cerritos?
So actually, so I just told the waitress, I said, it's my birthday. What would you drink? So she brought me drinks of what she would have drank. It was on our menu, and they were all good. And I was drunk by the night. So basically, that was dropping stuff everywhere, and I was just like, oh, whatever. I got home, I'm like, okay, I'm fine. So that was that with that, and then I did something also because I was a little tipsy, but I recorded a video of it for content for my Patreon, patreon.com/JamesJr. They'll only see it. Nobody else is going to see it. But I will share with everybody here listening and watching this program. I did something I said I would never do again.
Oh, did you strip down naked in front of the video?
That's my pad. I've done that many times. No, I didn't do that this time. I went into a Walmart. So I said I would never do it.
Oh my God. That is so funny you say that, because over the weekend I was scrolling through photos that were all captured in Walmart.
What?
Yes.
That's weird.
They jumped at what the cameras at Walmart have caught over the years, and there are some crazy ass pictures.
I'm sure. Yeah, that in common this weekend. I went into the one in Cerritos. I didn't burn up, but I literally just went in because I was going. Okay, the reason why I was going in, it's all for content. I was like, I just one hair is gonna lay down. I just washed my hair, so it's drying. I wanted. Okay, so Patti LaBelle, the singer, has a bakery line, and she only sells at Walmart. So for all these years, I'm not going to Walmart to get a bakery line. So now we're right in front of a Walmart. I've had a little bit of liquid courage. I'm like, okay, if I just go straight to the bakery area and get out, I hate supporting them, but I do want to do it. It's for content. I want to do a taste test. All my fans want to know. We go in, my sister goes in. They're laughing at me. We find it immediately. We go right to just one section. The bakery section is right up front. And so I got the three things. There's 3 or 4 things. I was going for a sweet potato pie. That was the first thing. It was a famous thing. They didn't have it. But he had a buttermilk pie.
Oh, yummy. I love buttermilk pie.
I never had it.
Oh.
I haven't had it yet. I know. That good?
Yes.
Okay. So I have buttermilk pie. Then I got the extra crust pizza. Extra crust peach cobbler.
Oh, I bet that.
I'm gonna cry. And then I got the peach apple pie.
Ooh.
I know. Never had peach and apple together. I didn't get the blackberry. I was looking at. I like blackberry. I know I like blackberry pie. I know I do. I was like, I had to get out of there. Listen, I got. I was getting
everything.
Yeah. So I got the things. Walking towards the self-check aisle, and what do I see to the left for $1? Giant jar for $1. I don't have it over here. Whataburger spicy ketchup, my favorite thing in the world. I was like, so I grabbed.
Wait. Say that one more time. For what did you?
Whataburger's spicy ketchup. Whataburger is a burger chain in the South. It's in Texas and Oklahoma. I love Whataburger. I buy their ketchup for $14.99 on Amazon to get delivered.
Oh my God, that is so funny. So now are you a big Walmart fan because they carry your favorite spicy? No. Okay, so that's still Patti LaBelle's baked goods and Whataburger spicy ketchup still does not elevate Walmart in your life.
Oh, I'm shame-based. It's all shame-based. I'm shameful for going in there. And my family's gonna die when they find out. They still are not unionized. They still got problems. I have everybody I know who's worked there has had horrible issues. They don't promote women. It's a whole thing. So I'm just like, yeah, I still hate them. But I am a hypocrite because I went in there to get my spicy ketchup and my Miss Patti LaBelle's pastries. So I'm admitting it. Doing it.
Okay. Well, the first step is to admit.
Yes. Exactly. So yes. And then yesterday, I had a Zoom class yesterday. I was a little depressed, I guess, a little bit. And then I said I watched a romantic comedy on Netflix, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. I'm like, I don't like romantic comedies, but I ended up watching it. And now I'm here today.
So, well, of course you are, because we're here we're shooting our podcast together.
Yes, we are. So how
Yes.
was your weekend?
It was good. It was very lazy. I had a whole work schedule planned out. I didn't get to, because Les and I have been binging Suits.
I love Suits. I remember Suits. Yes.
We never watched it. Had
Okay.
no idea what it was, who was in it,
Yes.
nothing.
Oh, who was in it?
Nothing, nothing. We Suits, what's Suits? So my oldest stepson Brad had a throwaway line about, yeah, I just picked up Suits again. And I'm like, Suits, what is that? Because we share what we're watching and binging, and I'm a big binger.
Yeah, like binging. Yes.
So he says, oh yeah, Suits. I'm like, Suits, what's that? So we checked it out. I swear to God, we have binge watched through, I think we're on season 7.
Wow.
And season 16 episodes each
Yeah, right.
season.
No, right.
So I'm hooked.
You
Needless to say.
You see our princesses, our future princesses on the show.
Yes, yes. Meghan Markle is in there, and so many good actors.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it basically is LA law for the 21st century, right?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
His homeboy's kind of quirky. The lead guy's kind of quirky a little bit.
Yeah.
He's good. No, it's good.
Yes.
I didn't see the whole series, but I watched the first like 3 or 4 seasons. I liked it.
Okay, so the wardrobe for the women and the men, fantastic.
Yeah.
There's a couple misses, but really not many.
It'd been like the suits, but up. Look good.
So that's what we did. We binge watched the show. I gardened. I planted my Martha Washington geraniums.
Excuse me.
Yes. I tore down the nest because the
did?
birds flew away over the weekend. The little baby birds, and I got to see them fly away.
Okay, I get
so it's like a nice magical moment. And then as soon as I flew away, I'm like, I'm giving them a day, and then I'm demolishing their house.
Okay, yeah.
So I did that. I added more soil.
Okay.
And Les says to me the very next morning, he gets up much earlier than I do. He says to me, Mom and Dad came back looking for their nest. And I said, oh, well, they have a day.
Well,
come
the home's
back
gone.
and reclaim it. So
yeah,
I turned it into condos. What can I say? No more renters.
You're right. It was foreclosed. That's so funny. Oh.
Yeah, I know. But you know what birds are? They're very messy.
Oh, I know. I'm not a bird fan, so you have to tell me. I started binge watching Arnold Schwarzenegger's new series.
Oh, don't tell me. I haven't. Is it good?
It's good. Okay, good. So it's not what you think, and it's really good. The whole cast is really good. It's a really good cast.
It's funny. He came out with FUBAR after Sylvester Stallone came out with Tulsa King, and I love Tulsa King.
That's my next one.
And it's you're gonna love it. It's funny to see these two like when we were growing up, these guys dominated cinema, right? I mean, they were huge, larger than life. And now you see them well advanced in their career, well advanced in their life, and they're still crushing it.
They are. But I'll tell you what, the FUBAR, the cast is really good. And it's humorous, and it's funny, and it's serious, and some gore. It's good. It's like, okay, and they're really playing on his own persona, of course, in real life. There's lots of commentary on that. But I was like, I kept seeing that pop up in my thing. I go, I'm gonna try it. Like, why not? Because I've been watching documentaries. I watched the Mary Tyler Moore one that just came out. It was Mary Tyler.
The Val Kilmer one? Did you say Val Kilmer?
No, Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Okay.
It's good. So I watched that, the Donna Summer one, Dionne Warwick. I may glance at it because I kind of like it. And Nicole Smith. I like that one. But also the CNN just started the 2010s. They had their series, the 1960s, 1970s. It's a great series. It's like 5 episodes, and they cover like all the music of that decade, all the TV of that decade, all the politics of that decade. It's really good. And so they just did the first 2 episodes. They did music and Trump. Those are the first 2 for that decade. But they're gonna finish it. They don't you have to they come out every week. So I have to finish that. I started that one and also started the Warner Brothers 100th anniversary.
Oh,
And it's the first 2 episodes, and I learned a lot of stuff that I didn't realize Warner Brothers actually was Warner Brothers. They were a brother. I didn't really realize that. But just all the stuff they went through and how they got into music and how they got into all the stuff. And so right now we're at the 70s. Right now where when they got into television with the All in the Family, Jeffersons, all that. So that Norman Lear stuff.
yeah.
So
Oh, what a classic too.
oh yes. But anyways, I've been watching documentaries a lot. So I was like, let me get back to some series. And my brother loves Succession. I guess they just had their season finale. They're all talking about it. I don't know the show, but
It's funny you say that. I've missed 2 shows. First,
okay.
Yellowstone, because I
Oh,
started
that's my
watching.
show. Oh my God, I love Yellowstone.
I started watching it and I looked to Les and I said, this reminds me of an updated cowboy version of Dynasty. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just I don't do. So turned it off.
Okay.
And Succession, same thing. I watched the first 2 episodes and I thought, oh, another glorified Dynasty family. But to me, Succession had something to me, like a hook that Yellowstone just didn't.
Okay.
And it was like, now they're the rage. And I'm like,
They are.
okay, so I just must not like evening soap opera.
What that makes sense. That makes sense because Yellowstone to me was updated version of Dallas. So either one, Dallas doesn't matter. It was updated version. And
Yes.
yeah, so I get that. But it just seemed weird seeing Kevin Costner on TV. It's like Kevin Costner on TV. But yeah, and they have all these spin-offs now too. So 1923.
Yes. Well, the movies, though, I have to tell you, I really enjoyed the sorry, I really enjoyed the 1800 series of the Yellowstones because those are really good.
Yeah.
Now, having seen those, and another one I think is coming out.
It is coming, yeah.
I'm like, well, now I invested in the family lineage, and now I probably
exactly. Beth is my girl on Yellowstone. She's my girl. She's ruthless. She's a bitch. She hangs out with us. She's good with the men. I'm all. But again, it's soapy. I completely agree with you because when people are saying James, you gotta watch it, I'm like Yellowstone. Like what the I watch? They're like, no, James, you'll love it. It's like it's your type of show. I'm like, Then I watched the first episode, which I didn't know was an hour and a half long. I thought it was like an hour. And a major plot twist happens in the first episode, and it keeps going. I go, oh, we're still going. And then I was hooked. But it's ending soon. But Succession I never got into. Everyone's talking about it. It's like everybody who likes Billions. I didn't get into that. Or Power, didn't get into that. I mean, it's all those shows. I didn't get into those, but they're all huge. Like you said, everybody talks about it. But everybody's Succession. Everybody was talking about it yesterday. I just didn't. I didn't watch House of Cards. Everybody was in that too.
Oh,
I really loved House of Cards. Loved it.
Loved House of Cards.
Yeah, I think it's that either.
Loved it. I would binge it by myself because it was not one of Les did not really like the show, so I would send him to bed early and I would binge watch.
Okay. That's so funny.
House of Cards.
No, I was a 24 person. I love 24. Jack Bauer.
Yeah, he's come out with a new show.
Yeah, apparently I haven't seen it yet, but I heard I usually like him and stuff because he did another show after 24 that I actually worked on. I'm making the name of it, and it was actually pretty good too. Yeah, he's working. He's still working, but 24 is my show, and then that was about it. I mean, of those types of shows. See, I haven't watched all those huge shows that I talking about. I haven't watched White Lotus. I heard it's really good.
Oh, James!
I need to watch it.
You will love the White. Yeah. You will love White Lotus.
Everybody says that's my list, and Ted Lasso. That's on my list too.
Oh my goodness!
Everybody loves Ted Lasso. They love that show.
Ted. So do we here in our house.
Okay, you too. Okay.
The series finale airs tomorrow night.
Yes, it does. I know everybody's talking about it.
Yeah. So Les and I saved last week's episode, and we're gonna binge watch the last 2 back to back. So yeah, that's gonna be a hard one to say goodbye to.
That's right here. I mean, they're both shows. Everyone's raving. I was like, usually when shows are big, I don't usually watch them. I want the opposite. Like, fuck you, I'm over here. But there are a few shows that catch, like Walking Dead. I was a fan of that when at first. Game of Thrones, I watched that. I mean, there's a few that I didn't watch and a few I did. I was like, I just didn't. There was so much like everybody's watching. I don't want to watch that too. I'm like, ugh. But I gotta watch Barry, the season finale. I love Barry on HBO, and I got to watch. I want to see season
Watching Barry, and I'm again. There are certain shows that Les just does not have patience for, and I really like Barry, but we went to Suits, and so that's all I've been watching on television is Suits.
That's funny.
We're on season 7.
Yeah, you're right. These aren't the ones that have like 8 episodes, 10 like they do now, 10 episodes. These are 16 to 22.
Yes.
That's what there was when I was watching one series I was binge watching. I'm like, there's 24 episodes a season. Yeah. Cheese and crackers, like 24 episodes. God bless America.
Those are old school shows.
Yeah, I know. That's what they did because they were on from September to May. I mean, that's what they did. So they had those the whole time. And now there's just 10 episodes done. I love those little series. You just binge those real quick and then you're done. But no, but I should know because I do soap opera. So soap opera, we get 5 shows a week. We don't get a break.
Yeah.
All year long. And so me and our buddy Tony Moore, that's about that. My soap shows return next weekend. My soap after shows, we took a month off. Like we have to take breaks sometimes. They're all year long. So and then plus they might be ending soon because of the writers. So we're like, let's get back into what we're doing and see what happens. We don't know what's gonna happen. They're gonna run out. They only film like a month in advance. So they ran out last time. During the pandemic, they ran out. So I'm really, really curious what's gonna happen again this time. So I am James.
And I'm Melissa.
This is Coffee and Conversation with James and Melissa. We're so glad you're enjoying that we're back. I'm seeing some of the comments online. Thank you so much. Continue to do so on YouTube or on any audio streaming service platform. You can find us. We're there. Just type in Coffee and Conversation with James and Melissa. No, not Coffee and Conversation with Melissa. Not Coffee and Conversation with James. It's Coffee and Conversation with James and, as you say in
Melissa.
Melissa. So check us out, and we will see you next time.